Pat can take John's place.
What?
No. I said you could take John's place.
Okay, I'll sit.
No.
John.
Oh, he
He's
just
outside.
went out.
He just went
That's on. I mean, say he was here.
All set, up and running?
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Litchfield Board of Selectmen meeting for the evening of February 27th, 2017. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The selectmen have just come out of a paperwork review, and we're now ready to go into our regular business meeting. First item on the agenda is for consent items. And under consent items, we have the Board of Selectmen minutes for the meeting of February 13th, 2017. We have a payroll manifest for the date of February 23rd, 2017, the amount of $48,038.64, as well as for March 2nd, 2017, the amount of $48,845.05. We have an accounts payable manifest for February 21st, 2017, the amount of $87,607.95, as well as for February 28th, 2017, in the amount of $125,398.50. And lastly, we have a reconciliation for the month of January for checking the town treasurer books. Are there any items that the board may have that they wish to remove from the consent agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion to accept the consent items?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion by Selectman Lemire. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Selectman Bork. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion carries 5-0-0. Are there any requests for additional items on the agenda or for any other business that should come before the board tonight?
None for me.
Okay, hearing none, we will not have any additional agenda items. We will take public input no earlier, I should say, than 6:05 p.m. The next item is for a public hearing on the tax cap. The notice has been put into the paper, is that correct?
That's correct.
So I officially will open the public hearing on the tax cap adoption. The public notice has been, the Litchfield Board of Selectmen will hold a public hearing on, Monday, February 27th, 2017, at 6 p.m. at the Town Offices Meeting Room located at 2 Liberty Way, Litchfield, New Hampshire, to discuss the adoption of the provisions of RSA 32:5B to implement a tax cap, whereby the Budget Committee shall not submit a recommended budget that increases the amount to be raised by taxes based on the prior fiscal year's actual amount of local taxes raised by more than $175,000. Residents wishing to speak on this matter are invited to attend. Residents who are not able to attend may send comments to Mr. Troy Brown, Town of Litchfield, Town Administrator, 2 Liberty Way, Litchfield, New Hampshire, 03052. Are there any members of the public who wish to speak on the tax cap adoption? Hearing none, I will close the public input. Mr. Brown, did you receive any letters or any communications concerning this?
I did not.
You did not. Okay. Are there any members of the board who have any comments or thoughts on this other than the standard thought that Mr. Lemire always has?
Oh, so I'm not, you're not welcoming my
If you have comments,
staunch opposition to
if you
this?
have comments, Mr. Lemire, I'm glad to hear them.
I will only reiterate that, unfortunately, the language of this article will severely restrict the Budget Committee's ability to present a budget to the town that they feel is in the best interest of the town, due to the fact that it is all-encompassing and encompasses all of the appropriation, including warrants and everything else. And I don't know that everybody had that impression. And when I attended the budget committee meeting, they were not under that impression, and they were a bit disturbed that, so I mean, my only recommendation is do not vote for this. Allow the language to be tweaked so that we can, if the people would like to have a tax cap on the operating budget, then we could tweak the language next year for that, but, and at least remove the warrant articles and items that were essential to the operation of the town. Thank you.
Just to make you aware, you couldn't tweak it,
Right.
because that would be that's the state law.
I
But
understand.
there
That's
is the
right.
possibility that it could be changed next year in the legislature.
Right, and this is what we're hoping.
Anyways, any other comments? Hearing none then, I will now close the public hearing on tax cap adoption. And that, I believe, completes the two public hearings that we have been suggested to have by town council. And therefore, it will appear, of course, and be a valid article as appears on the warrant.
That's correct.
Okay, and as I don't see that we're ready to go on the Pat Jewett Award, we'll move on to administrator reports.
Do you want to do the reports, or you want to do public input?
Said no later than 6:38.
Oh, it's 6:05.
Well, he said 6:05.
Oh, yeah.
So, if you want to do public input, are there members of the public who wish to address the board? Hearing none, public input is closed. Now we'll go to administrator reports.
All right, I just wanted to make the board aware, today, highway agent discovered a minor sinkhole on Pinecrest, near the intersection of Pinecrest and Augusta Way. So they were, they dug up a culvert and discovered that the entire length of the culvert needs replacement. They've been able to purchase the pipe today, and they're planning on installing that culvert tomorrow. So they're very hopeful that they'll be able to keep the traffic open to one lane. It may be closed for, a half an hour to 1 hour, depending on how the installation goes. They've contacted DigSafe, contacted police and fire, so it's all scheduled to start tomorrow morning.
Do you have any idea of the cost?
I do not at this time.
Okay.
How about the cause?
Water.
How old is it?
Oh, I have no idea how old it is, but
Augusta,
it's
it's probably
rusted,
original
it's
Augusta.
corroded.
The one in Augusta.
What's that, 15 years?
Yeah. True.
Is that a steel pipe, do you know?
It's a galvanized pipe. It'll be replaced with the
Concrete?
plastic
Okay.
pipe,
That's a good thing.
yeah.
Anything else, Troy?
And we did finish the voter guide last week, and that's been submitted to the printers. They'll be working with the Hudson Litchfield News, and that is scheduled to be inserted in the paper. It'll either go in this Friday or next Fridays, but it'll be in the paper prior to our election on the 14th. So I'm also working with New Hampshire DES has contacted me and asked that we coordinate with the schools to secure the auditorium for another informational meeting, and it would be at the end of March. They want to reach out to the community to give an update on, what's occurred in the fall, and really basically talk about the construction that will start up in the spring and how they plan on wrapping all the work up this summer. So again, I'll be working with the board. I'm sure that we're going to want a small piece as well to give the citizen update on where we're at with our legal actions.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it for now.
A quick question for Troy. The voter guide that's up on our site, is that the current one? Can that get posted on the town website now too? Or you want to send me the link to the one you sent to the?
I don't have it up yet. I don't have the PDF back from the printers, so,
Oh, okay.
because it'll have the ballot and, it'll all be one PDF.
All right, yeah, if you want to send
I'll
me
have
the
that
PDF.
this week,
Okay,
yes.
I'll post it then.
Okay, John, you all
Thanks.
set?
Yep, thank you.
Anything else, Troy?
That's all I have.
Okay, selectmen reports. John, do you have anything?
No. Rec Commission meeting tomorrow night, so I'll have something short tomorrow night.
Okay. Steve?
I attended the planning board last Tuesday, and they had the guest speakers in from Pennachuck about the water line that's gonna get put underneath the river, and also the suction line They did a presentation of about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Wow. They're gonna put a 42-inch line into the middle of the river and suck water out. 42-inch.
It's not sucking water out of the river,
You wanna bet?
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna do a suction line and then it's only gonna be a 12-inch line that's gonna go underneath the river
Oh,
to connect us to Merrimack.
In the middle of July.
But they're also gonna take a supply line to help feed down. 42-inch, 30+ million gallons a day. Now there's some water.
so let me ask the question, how are they gonna stop anybody from getting sucked down the suction line?
Well, they do these, it's a special kind of mattress thing that they put on there with concrete that holds it so that there's no openings or anything like that. It's like a wire mesh, they called it a mattress, it's something mattress, and that's what holds it down.
Okay,
It's unbelievable. Are they coming in to present to us as well?
I will, yeah, I will coordinate that, so they come in.
Unbelievable. Great information piece.
And it
So-
might be a nice piece too, to have them, this meeting in March, having a little update, because it kind of ties into that as well.
Yeah, because I'm sure the planning board meeting is gonna be on television. Watch it.
It actually just got posted yesterday, I think it's up there. It's on YouTube anyway, definitely.
Yeah, it's on YouTube and playing on the channels already.
Awesome. No, it's a great information piece.
anything else?
There was also a presentation about a possible commercial building just south of Small Tube. 15,000 square foot construction building that could possibly be coming in, so you never know. Maybe we are gonna grow a little bit.
It's gonna happen whether you want to or not. Okay, anything else?
That's it.
Brent?
Only the Conservation Commission moved their meeting to next week, and the River Access Committee has started their work, and they're actively pursuing different sites. I'm gonna be working with them to get them contact information for the Manchester area. So that's it.
Kevin?
I'm good.
Okay, and the only thing I have to report is, next meeting I will not be able to attend for the board, so, Brent, if you can chair that meeting, that would be good. And that will be on the 13th. I think the big thing we have to discuss, what needs to be discussed at that meeting will be, coverage for the polls, which occur the next day on the 14th. I will be there all day on the 14th. I should be able to. I've not booked any meetings, for my other committee. So we should be able to be there all day on the 14th, or I should be able to be. But, next meeting, if you can chair that, that'd be good.
Might I have
You talked for about 10 minutes before.
I'm about to talk again.
Go ahead.
Since this apparently is going to be your last meeting, I just, having known you for a while, and like I said at the deliberative session, we're not always on the same wavelength politically, but certainly I would not ever question your diligence in your commitment to the town. And I personally, and I'm sure my colleagues will share with us, want to thank you for all of the work that you've done over your term as a selectman. And we appreciate what you're doing in Concord, and hopefully we wish you the best up there. And again, thank you for all of the service that you've given the town.
Well,
And
thank you.
Best wishes to you.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
Okay.
Got one more.
Okay, so with that, I think there's no other items that we have to cover other than the Pat Jewett Award. So when we're ready to do that, I think Laura, who's,
6:30 start, right, Laura?
okay, so what I will do then is, I guess adjourn the meeting, and we'll wait until 6:30. So for everyone, the next meeting of the board is going to be on March 13th, 6 PM. And as a reminder to everybody, we have an election on March 14th, the next day, from 7 AM to 7 PM at the, the gymnasium for Campbell High School, a normal voting place. Please be there and cast your ballots accordingly for both the town and school budgets. And everyone have a good evening. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Yes.
Abstained? Motion carries 4-1-0.
Saved by the
We
cable
can't, we
operator.
can't let you end, can we?
Sure you can.
Thanks, Russ.
Hey, Russ, you're gonna cut that as 2 videos, right? Okay,
Yeah, I just, streamed now,
okay.
so I have 2 separate files. Might as well build a separate title for this one too.
Yeah, I would, to pat you it.
No.
Jason's still on there. Did you make enough?
No, that's why I'm like,
There was a few things
are much better at that.
teenagers.
we work often than me.
You were gonna say something at the
Called out to the she wants to know what they wanna do. Goes on top property.
How's that?
They don't really want profit.
How's that? I got just a little
Oh, because I had stuff,
tidbit.
I had stuff too.
My fault was.
No, because I sent this, so I am doing Who is Linda? And then then Pat and I are gonna present it to Linda, so your job is to really say what the, Pat, you would say what the, why we have the award.
Yeah,
Spring cleanup.
oh, cause he's on school
Now
vacation.
we'll have to adapt.
If you were gonna talk about it, obviously talk about it, so that's good, and then just say, you know,
I was under the impression I wasn't gonna do a lot
I
of
was
the
gonna go into a ton of stuff about her, because it's her award, but it's really now about the volunteerism,
Right,
civic duty and all that stuff.
I haven't
But I didn't know if you just wanted that, because some
I
people
have
like,
not
what
seen
do
I do.
Continental, the word the Continental.
Maybe I can overlay some
or if you want, yeah, and then just say like,
But this week,
why do you have the award, because now we want,
okay.
you know, that's.
well, take a quick look at that and see what you think, all right?
I gotta go out and see this culvert thing that Jack's doing tomorrow. I'm sure it's check out Jeff Lane, see where we're at. We probably oughta
I think it's great. I mean, it's good.
sit down with Rick, Sharon, and just say, okay,
Depends on March 1st is Pat's birthday.
are you planning on doing anything, just make sure we know what he's doing, what he's not doing.
We can do this cleanup, we'll be happy with that. So I just wanna make sure there was no objection to doing that way.
As long as they have to do something that they don't wanna do, that's a punishment.
I'm actually kinda surprised
That's
that.
the way Rick works. I mean, like I said, I worked with him at the Westfield complex. He just does things. And so,
It's a different day and age.
Yeah.
My father would have.
If it was me, I'd be down there by Aspen King.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I know.
Exactly.
and I don't have any problem doing that, but what if he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna delegate. So, yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so if you hear about it, that's the direction I think they'll take.
He's up at St. A's tonight at the Institute of Politics, Corey Lewandowski. I kinda wanted to go up there and listen to him. Some of these days he's gonna bite his tongue. He's gonna bite it off because he's.
Well, now's the time to break the ice with him. You know,
I don't know anything about it.
another 4 weeks, he's gonna be busy. I'm sure he's already ramping up. But that's what he'll do is they're trying to start to gear up for jobs. There's still, he's gonna wanna bring guys on, so they might use us for 2.5 weeks to.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know the presentation, we talked about after the fact.
Church, Presbyterian church, but I don't know what she does otherwise.
Okay.
Well, I said to my wife, I said, is it just me? I said, she's gonna get this a Pritzker award. I said, do you know any idea what she's done? Have you heard anything from Europe? People
That shed never got moved, did it? Oh, it did?
do I. And I said, I'm relatively aware of what's going on
Is that coming off the site?
in general terms.
Is that the plan? Get rid of it?
I've got no stinking idea what happens.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like a popularity contest as far as the group of people that.
That was my thought.
All the towns come out.
That was my thought. I don't care. All I know is it'll be, I don't need to attend anymore. That's all I know.